Hey guys, it's me Kate again. So in this video we'll be talking about all the books that I read in month of November. I'm filming this on 29th, so I do still have 2 days left to read something, but this is going up tomorrow and I want to be done with this. So the first thing that I read was The Way of the Argosy by Sebastian de Castell, which is first in a prequel series to Spellslinger series. And that one we're following Kellen, who is just about to take his mage's trials, but his magic is failing, so he decides to cheat. And in this one we're following his Argosy mentor, Various. And then we Guide to Getting Lucky by Mackenzie Lee, which is a novella in Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue series. I think it's Montague Simple series. And in this one, basically we're following events after the events of the first one. And then I read Wonder Woman Warbringer by Lee Bardugo, which is first book in this Icon series, which is a series when we're following reimagined backstories of DC characters. In this one we're following Wonder Woman. Then I read Batman and Nightwalker by Maria Lu, which is second book in this Icon series, and I gave all of these 4 books a 5 out of 5 stars. I forgot to say it. Then I listened to the audiobook of Fool's Errand by Robin Hobb, which is the first book in the Tony Mann series and 7th book in the realm of the Endling as a whole. So in this one we're following characters from the first series, so we're back with Fitz again. And in the first series we're following Fitz when his maternal grandfather leaves him on the doorstep of the keep to go to live with his father, who, when he hears that his bastard son is coming, abdicates the throne because he is the crown prince and leaves to live in the countryside. Now we're following in the Tony Mann trilogy, we're following Fitz around 15 years later as some stuff gets unraveled. Then I read The Princess Will Save You by Sarah Henning, which is the first book in the Kingdom of Sand and Sky series. So in this one we're following Princess Marandi, whose father dies, and now she has to marry, and one of the suitors' men kidnapped her the stable boy, and now she's going to save him. Then I read Anchored, I think, which is about 2 girls who live in, one lives on Earth and the other lives on Terra, and they have one destiny. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars, which is different from all the books that we talked about so far, which were all 5 out of 5 stars. Then I read Stranger, which is about a girl who goes to this paranormal academy. because she has powers, I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. And then I read Hollow Places by T. Kingfisher, which is about two people who get through this portal, into this portal world, and then they are exploring it. I really enjoyed it, gave it 4 out of 5 stars. Then I read Pride by E.B. is a Boy, which is a remix of Pride and Prejudice. I have to say that I enjoyed this more than the original. So in this one we're following two teens who, one is poor and lives in this neighborhood, which is generally poor, until one day our other's main character family comes to live across the street, and they're rich. So then I listened to The Golden Fall by Robin Hobb, which is second book in the Tony Mann trilogy. Gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed it. Then I read Fortuna Sworn by K.J. Sutton, which is about Fortuna Sworn, who is a nightmare, which means she can give nightmares to others. And a couple of years ago her brother was kidnapped, and now a Fae guy comes and tells her that he will take her to her brother if she marries him. I really enjoyed it. It was fun. Gave it 4 out of 5 stars. Then I read Shadow of the Fox by Julie Kagawa, which is a multi-perspective fantasy. And basically we are following a samurai, a yokai, and I think there was a third POV, but I'm not completely sure. So when we're following them as yokai's yokai's secret gets unraveled, and I really enjoyed it. Gave it 4 out of 5 stars. Then I read The Sky Blues by Robbie Couch, which is about a young boy who is a senior in high school and is planning to ask one of his classmates to the prom, and one day someone leaks actually the picture of his ideas out to the world. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. It was really fun, but not my favorite. Then I read The Horror Story by Grady Hendrix, which is a horror novel set in a fictional store that is inspired by IKEA. It's even framed as IKEA catalog. It was fun. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. Then I read Ruin and Rising by Leigh Bardugo, which is the third and final book in the Grisha trilogy, which is the first series in the Grishaverse. It is in that one we're following Alina, who is an orphan and is a map maker now in the army, until one day she finds out she's a Grisha, which are people with powers. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed the whole trilogy. Then I finished actually with Read the Stars by Hafsa Faizal. Look at that episode about where at one point I ran out of tabs. It took me 20 days to read this because I was annotating it, and now there is quite a few tabs in here. This is the second and the final book in the Sands of Arabia duology, where we are following Zafira, who is the hunter, and the Crown Prince Nasir, who is also known as Prince of Death because he was King's assassin. And basically, the Emperor Turn presents itself for two of them to go on to this island, which is behind this magical forest, to go and find a magical artifact. I really enjoyed this book because this is only a duology. A lot of things happen in the first book and in this one, so you can see the tabs here. Even though I annotated less of the first book and more of this one, but I did really enjoy it. And then I finished listening to Fool's Fate by Robin Hobb, which is the third book in the Tony Mann trilogy. And the last, actually, two things that I finished in the month of November up to the filming of this video are Witchwound by Lisa Casey and The Witch Bane by Lisa Casey, which are books 2 and 3 in Kitsune Chronicles. In this series we're following Sebastian, who is a kitsune, which is Japanese nine-tailed folk spirit with elemental magic. And now and he's been on the run for a year because something happened. That we get to what happened in the prologue of the first one, and then and he's been on the run until now when he bumps into an alpha Liang, who is an alpha werewolf, and actually saved him a year ago. I really enjoyed this series. Definitely not what I was expecting, but really fun. Yeah, that's it for this video, which was shorter than the recent ones, but you know. Yeah, that's it for this video. If you liked it, like, share and subscribe. Down below you have my social media, my email and some other stuff, and I'll see you in the next one.